Hello, everyone, and welcome to Fantasy Fast Break, where you get your fantasy advice in 12 minutes or less. This time around, we're going to do our Coast to Coast Quickfire East Coast edition. The last time that I did this, Marco wasn't able to join me, so I went at it solo. This time around, I decided to put Marco on the hot seat. By the way, welcome, Marco. Are you ready for your East Coast edition of the Coast to Coast Quickfire?
Let's do it.
All right. So, for those of you who are watching the show for the first time, basically what we're going to do is flash the logo of the Eastern Conference teams one by one. And the first thing or player that, or anything, the first thing that comes to mind, to Marco is he's going to share. And hopefully it's fantasy basketball related. So, without further ado, well, yeah,
I hope
right.
I
I
hope
mean,
so.
if
Yeah.
so, you you might say Drake or something, if I flash the Raptors later. No Drake, please. All right. So, are you ready, Marco?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Atlanta Hawks, of course, Trey Young. He was gone for a spell, but he's doing Trey Young things back again and looking like close to an MVP type season, I think. Boston Celtics, I gotta go with my guy Marcus Smart. He's doing okay on a bad team. That team really has got to get their ass kicked. I mean, that's what they did with their team meeting. So doing okay. Yeah, yeah. Brooklyn, I gotta go with my guy Nick Claxton. He's averaging one steal, one block for the past week, trying to hold the fort down for these COVID substitutions. It's just bad all over. Miles Bridges, it's like I think kind of for Charlotte. I think he's kind of the unsung hero. Lamelo gets all the press, but you gotta have the guy like Miles Bridges. Chicago Bulls. If you didn't pick up Kobe White, you're too late. That guy is helping the Bulls have the best record, and he's shooting well, getting the threes, and I don't know. I got lucky. He got 14 threes last week. Cleveland, what can you say? We talked about it earlier, but Kevin Love is still doing Kevin Love's things. Double doubles. Where did that come from, right? But enjoy the ride. Might be going somewhere during the trade deadline. Maybe. We shall see. Detroit, another guy that you should have picked up was Sadiq Bey. I got friends who still pine for dropping him before his hot streak happened. And it's really sad to see grown men cry over basketball players. Here you go, Eric. Here's my guy, Kiefer Skiles. Oh, sorry, Kiefer Sykes. You know him? He was signed
Yeah.
by he was signed by the Pacers in the under the hard luck clause, and he tore up my Knicks last night because everyone's injured over there. So he tore him up for like 24 points, doing pretty well,
So he should
but
be picked up. Is that what you're saying?
he should
People
be
should pick him
picked
up.
up. I don't think
All right.
anyone has him, and he's there for at least 10 days,
10 days because of his
at
contract.
least,
Yeah.
at least.
At least,
But
yes.
if you got a bench spot,
Stream
open,
Sykes.
might as well, might
All
as
right.
well. Ah, Miami Heat. So much promise for Tyler Hero, but as of late, it's not been happening. It's been shooting so poorly. Hopefully, he rounds the corner and does goes back to his earlier ways this season. I have him. I have like three shares of him on my three teams, I think, or two out of three. So he's a big part of my team of what I'm trying to do.
And he's been sucking lately. I unfortunately don't have
Oof.
any hero, so
Yeah.
but he's been sucking. I know he was hot to start, and but lately he's been sputtering. Is that what's happening to Hero?
Well, if you're playing nine cat, it's a little bit of a struggle because of his shooting
Yeah.
percentage.
So
But I
is he
have
buy
him.
low? You think he'll bounce back? Buy low
Oh
on
yeah.
Hero?
Oh yeah.
Ah, all
Oh
right.
yeah. Definitely buy low. But he's in my seventh. Oh, Milwaukee. Gotta go with my guy Drew Holiday. I think he's the catalyst, and he's just doing. I mean, I can't keep on saying it, but if you got him, you know what he's capable of, and he's doing it, and then some for Milwaukee. This past few weeks, it's just he's just trying to do what he can.
Is it sustainable? What Holiday's doing? Do you think it's sustainable? Because somebody offered me Holiday for my Bradley Beal.
I wouldn't do it.
Oh, all right. Still keep Beal. I guess we'll get to the Wizards later. But
Yeah,
Holiday is hot, but not yet Beal level.
yeah.
All right, gotcha. Thank you.
New York Knicks after the 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 premature demise of RJ Barrett from our last show from you, because he fell out of the 250, bounced back with a 32-point
Yeah,
game
yeah,
last night. I think he heard you.
yeah.
He's sending you
Like
messages
my
now.
opinion matters to RJ Barrett. Whoop de doo. No, I don't think so. But I'm glad he bounced back. I think
Yeah,
it was just a case of recovering from protocols, and it took him some time. And the Knicks were up and down because of the player shuffling because of protocols,
hmm,
and there's been a struggle finding a proper ball handler with Kemba coming in and out of the rotation, which is
yeah.
crazy.
But if you have an RJ Barrett that's aggressive from the start, good things happen to the Knicks because he helps spread the floor for Randall, who had a good game also.
And Randall just came back from protocols last night,
Hmm.
and that was very good because he was not expected back. It was a surprise exit from protocols. So
Yeah,
good for you and your Knicks.
Orlando Magic. You gotta talk. You gotta talk about Terrence Ross there. That team is so, so depleted. No one's there, and someone's got to score. If you need scoring in three pointers, that's your guy.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree. I saw Terrence Ross picked up almost right away the moment he cleared protocols. He's been awesome-ish the last couple of games. Well, one of the last two games. Weirdly enough, his very last game, he shot poorly from the field, but made his money at the line, which is not really a common thing for him.
yeah.
But yeah, Terrence Ross is okay. And if there's anyone still holding on to Jonathan Isaac, you might as well dump him. But I don't think he's coming back anytime soon.
No.
Uh, yeah. All right.
Oh, 76ers, when you talk about 76ers, you got to go with Joel Embiid. He's just doing what he needs to do to get those guys to the playoffs. Well, they're short staffed still with that drama with the other player. So he got to put
Yeah,
the
he's
team on his back
he's
and just carry
crazy.
him
In
over.
my 30 deep matchup this week, my Jokic was put to shame by the Joel Embiid triple double. I'm actually surprised that his name is not higher in the conversation list for MVP. You've
MVP.
got Antetokounmpo right now topping that list, followed by Steph. I think
Hmm.
it's Embiid has been hard carrying the Sixers right now and doing his best. I mean, when the game is on the line, they give the ball to Embiid and he makes it happen. And to
Yep.
me, that's just a characteristic of a superstar
MVP.
right there.
Yes. Raptors, where have you gone? Chris Boucher.
He was there for a while. He was there
Yeah.
for a while. Okay. Oh, he
Oh,
disappeared
he disappeared
again.
again. Oh man. Get the bloodhounds out. Search parties. Gotta get out of that
So
doghouse. Buy
he
your
started
coach a
sucking
dinner.
again when they got healthy, right? So
Yep.
is this is this a matter of going back to the old the is who is the real Chris Boucher? Is it this sucky one who plays 20 minutes or less uh, and ends up, with marginal stats? Or is it really the one who stepped up when the other players were injured? But now
Well,
they're
we saw
back, he's sucking again.
well we saw him last year come out of nowhere. But
Exactly. But where's that
if you're
guy? Where's
yeah, but
that Chris Boucher?
in the doghouse of the coach Nick Nurse, right?
Yeah, because and to be fair, Nick Nurse has said that he's always willing to give Chris Boucher a chance. It's just that he's
Mm,
not been seeing the kind of effort that
yeah,
Chris showed last season, and that's been the case.
yeah. Washington Wizards, my guy, Bradley Beal. I had I have two shares of him because I
Same here.
had him in my two drafts. I had the 12th pick of the 12 team and I got them both back to back. And finally, the real Bradley Beal showed up. I think hopefully for the rest of the season, but we shall see. So to answer your question, Drew Holiday for Bradley Beal would be a no, would be a hard pass. Maybe if they added another 15-point guy to Drew Holiday, that'd be
Then maybe I should then, and only then
maybe,
would I consider.
but
Yes, yes.
definitely not
So
heads up.
that's for you, Jay Rubiano. Um, that's the answer to your offer of holiday for my deal.
Yeah,
All
because
right.
somehow he's having assists and everything too.
Yes, yes, he's the prime. And this is take note, viewers, listeners. This is without Spencer Dinwiddie. For some
Hmm.
reason, it seems like that both guards cannot coexist. They were playing well without Beal.
Hmm.
Dinwiddie was playing well. Now that Dinwiddie's in protocols, Bradley Beal's playing amazing. Kyle Kuzma, he was. If I was doing, throw in a name, he's crazy amazing, and I've never really liked Kuzma until now. He's finally caught my attention, and I think that he's pretty serviceable. Actually, to be fair to him, he's more than serviceable, and
I
he's
think
he's been playing really well. And somebody that I'd consider in deep leagues, in future drafts. Um, and that said, there's our 12 minutes. Thank you very much for joining us, uh, everyone. And that's our show. Thank you, Marco, for
hey,
giving
thank
us
you.
your um, coast to coast quick fire East Coast. I look forward to what you have to say um, for the West Coast when we finally
Oh,
record
don't get
the
me
show.
started. Don't get me started with the West Coast. Oh my God.
With the West Coast. I mean, you sound like you have a lot of names to throw out there for our viewers
Yeah,
and listeners.
yeah.
Anyway, guys, thank you for watching our show. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends, your neighbors, anyone. Um, and we're here for you. If you have any questions, requests, feel free to add them in the comments below. We're
Hmm.
listening, and you know, we're here to answer your fantasy questions. And with that, thank you and goodbye.
See ya.